The first wave was coming in, Texas Beach, was shallow going out 100 yards. They're like 15, 20 feet out. And old control freaks would come over and say, your kid shouldn't be swimming. There's a riptide. There was no riptide. Control freaks this, control freaks that. Because they all get henpecked all day and asked questions by government. So they're going to do it to you. You try Alex Jones search. No, try Alex Jones ferry. Galveston Ferry. Yeah, there it is. Homeland Security, 17,000 views. They'll probably ban it and say it's not my footage, and we'll say it is our footage, and YouTube will go to hell, it's not. You're banned! It's our country! We're taking your guns! And we're taking your free speech. Here it is. Look at this. And every time I went over, and I literally, there's hardly anything since the hurricane had hit on Bolivar to eat anymore. So my wife would want to go to Galveston to eat. And I said, look, after a couple days of this, I said, look, just go to the grocery store. We're not going back through that anymore to go to the island. And to be searched and searched and searched and searched. Yeah, just keep that rolling in the background while I talk and cover other news. I want folks to see this. Now, Galveston. And I won't be going back there, but I guess I can't go to the National Seashore. I mean, it's just parasites everywhere. Look at this. Searching the car. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. All right. Like I said, put that up on big screen. This is all part of the atmosphere that there are terrorists everywhere and everything's dangerous. And, calling the public schools, and there may be a terror threat here at the school with 50 kids in it in the cornfields. Oh, yeah, Al-Qaeda's everywhere. Oh. You guys can't punch that up full screen? Okay. Yeah, we'll let that roll in the background. Look at him searching the old man's RV. I need to go inside your RV, sir. Make sure there's no Al-Qaeda inside. Just training you to accept to be a slave. What this is a slave training center. We first started out at the airports. We're moving down to the ferries, all federal property, all state lands, and then regular highway checkpoints to be at hardened installations where high school compulsory service people are going to search your vehicle. Literally, that's being announced. And imagine all the control freak Obamanoids, running around, just violating everyone. Oh, I need to search now the front of your vehicle. Look at this footage. Make sure you're not with Al-Qaeda. Because you want to go across to your beach house or to a hotel and frolic around. And, oh, you want to go on the Galveston beach? We're going to have cops come up and ask you what you're doing. I just can't believe what bondage we're under. And it's getting worse and worse. In fact, here it is. House bill aims to strip right-wing extremists of Second Amendment. Kurt Nimmo, very important article. A sinister bill working its way to the House may eventually serve as a companion piece to a Department of Homeland Security right-wing extremist report that labels veterans and advocates of the Second Amendment as dangerous terrorists. H.R. 2159. The Denying Firearms and Explosives to Dangerous Terrorist Act 2009. Remember what the Chief of Staff of the White House said? He said, if you are maybe a terrorist and on a watch list, you don't get your Second Amendment. 1,100,000 people on it growing. We don't like you, see. You're not going to travel. You're not going to leave the country. You're not going to have a gun. The Denying Firearms and Explosives to Dangerous Terrorist Act 2009 sponsored Representative Peter King of New York. Another senator up there, that Republican who was supposedly so pro-gun, now is for total gun bans. She's going to reintroduce the assault weapons ban next week, she said. That's an AP. On April 29th, with little fanfare or corporate media coverage, H.R. 2159 was introduced and referred to the House Judiciary Committee. The bill would increase public safety by permitting the Attorney General to deny the transfer of firearms or the issuance of firearms or explosives licenses to any known or suspected dangerous terrorist. That is the Rahm Emanuel thing. Oh, we say we think you might be. Sorry, can't own a gun. By the way, I need to search your car and your RV. This is how we treat you. All them people don't speak English with Mexican plates? Come on over. Hell, we're not going to search you. Because you don't have schmuck written on you like the American people do. Look, we've shown we like being raped by the government, folks, and they're more than willing to. Oh, got an old lady in a in a Lincoln Town Car. Gonna have to search you. See, these are just the lines where they divert you off to be searched. Every time. Just unbelievable. The entire bill can be read on the GovTrack website. A similar bill was introduced in the Senate in 2007, but this one is racing through committee. As noted above, the DHS has compiled a long list of folks the government considers terrorists. The bill, if enacted, would allow the Attorney General, a documented gun grabber, to deny millions of Americans due process. And I would add to this that this is the first group they're going after is the veterans. Most veterans I know don't have a criminal record. They're unable to buy firearms now. They're told, sorry, you're on the list. Now, here it is. This is the Bloomington alternative. It says state criminalizes shouting about I-69. Standing on a table and shouting at public meetings is a felony in Indiana and amounts to racketeering. If the offender is a member of the organized citizens group, according to arrest warrants issued April 17th in Pike County for 2 anti-NAFTA highway protesters. They're being charged with felonies, folks. This is happening all over the U.S. And they got a bill introduced where if you hurt somebody's feelings, felony federal charges. And they're not playing games. They're going to send people like this guy on screen out to do the arresting. And if you don't stand down and go to the prison, SWAT teams are coming, baby. And they've been to Fallujah. They know what they're doing, and they love it. Oh, God, it's good to crush America. They just love it. In the documents, Pike County prosecutor Darren McDonald said a state police officer alleged that district direct actions by members of the Roadblock Earth First group between 2007 and 2008 are felonies under the Indiana Corrupt Business Influence Act. So charge him with racketeering. Now, here's another one. Is your blog a weapon? House bill says hurting people's feelings illegal. Felony charges. A lot more coming up. Stay with us. All right, we'll go to Randy in Texas and Mike in Wyoming. In just a moment, I want to tell you about 2 sponsors before we wrap up this transmission with a few final calls. They've got a Street View system to help you maximize selling your home. They've also got a great system, been around for more than 10 years. We're going to enter in your address and find out what the real sale price of your house is. They have a home sale maximizer on there as well that tells you the best way to improve your home that increases your home's value for the least amount of money. Just wonderful folks. HOMEGAIN.com. HomeGain, HOMEGAIN.com. Check out HomeGain.com today. Also want to tell you about MySolarBackup.com. A lot of things can cut off your electrical power. Hurricanes, snow, ice storms, global warming, gremlins can chew off your electrical wires. A lot of things can happen. And so instead of sending all your money to Al Gore and carbon taxes, I suggest you take your own power needs out of the control of that control freak and go to MySolarBackup.com. The degenerate control freak, blood-sucking parasites of government and the New World Order don't own the sun yet, folks. So make your move now. MySolarBackup.com, the great power source, 800 watts of power on demand. The solar panel, the system, the charger, the batteries, all of it. Great little system. Get a bunch of these, run your whole house. MySolarBackup.com, 877-327-0365, 877-327-0365. Okay, let's go to, you said Corey in Denver's first? Randy? I'm like, boo. Randy in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex. I feel like I know you. I am a small-time preacher. I have cerebral palsy, and I walk with 2 metal crutches, and I say that not to whine, but, when God called me to preach, he told me to tell the truth, and I've swore to do it. He showed me your video, Bohemian Grove, a little over 2 years ago, then began to inundate me with your material and say, you've got to speak. And I've been going into churches everywhere I could, and there's such pressure to only be positive, never say anything negative. And sometimes it just makes me sick because I believe in being good. I believe in being kind. But
that's a cult. I mean, that's a cult cop-out when they say, don't talk about negative, only wear fancy suits and give me all the money. Yeah, I mean, that is literally a cult when they're going, no, don't worry about abortion. Listen, there's Cadillacs, big fancy business deals are being done at church. Government, we're getting government money at the church. It's of the Lord. You keep doing what you're doing, brother.
You an acronym before I go, and I'll make it quick. But Proverbs 24:11 says if you know of someone that's about to be drawn to death and you do nothing about it, God will judge you. God's judgment is coming on this nation.
Now be positive. Don't read that Bible in church. That's negative.
I love my Bible, but let me give you this
that's
acronym.
Satanic. Oh, you're supposed to read Anton LaVey's book saying be positive and only have fun. That's
well,
what
that's not the Bible I read.
But that's what they teach in church. I mean,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Far too often. That's true. And I've lost every friend just about I've had preaching this message, but I won't quit. But let me give you an acronym. The Lord dropped in my spirit the other day when Steve Quayle was on with you, or just before he came on. It's the word warning. I saw the word warning, W-A-R-N-I-N-G. Maybe you can make a T-shirt out of this or something if you wanted to. But it said, warning stands for we are right now in Nazi Germany. W-A-R-N-I-N-G. We are right now in Nazi Germany. God bless you, Alex.
Wow, that is powerful. God bless you. Warning. We are right now in Nazi Germany on steroids. Retransmission, totally jam-packed, begins right now on the streams at Infowars.com. Spread the word. God bless you all. See you back tomorrow live. Great job with the crew and everybody else. I love you.